Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Good
Hi Christina. Hi
afternoon.
Faithful. So good afternoon everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook Live. So my name is Isabel. Today we are going to talk about how can we better manage our relationship with our loved ones. And here with me is Christina Helen, the founder of Excigent
Okay.
Wealth Advisors. She has been in the industry for over a decade and has served over 800 clients to ensure that their future is protected. She runs Excigent Wealth Advisors. Their main focus on providing income protection, retirement planning, medical protection, education planning, and savings. The company provides wealth advisory services from global companies such as Prudential, Eastsprings Investments, Rockwills, and AXA. For more information, please log on to exigentwealthadvisors.com. And our special guest today is Miss Faith Fu. She is the founder and director of Every Integrated Mental Health and also an author for a book named The Three SLs and another book called I Love You, I Hate You. Faithful is trained in emotionally focused couples therapy for couple work and eye movement desensitization and reprocessing EMDR, empirically supported psychological treatments for adult acute stress disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. Her practice specializes in treating depression, anxiety, relationship issues, divorce, infidelity, stress, traumas, PTSD, anger issues, grief and loss, and more. Her role is to support, inspire, challenge, and motivate her clients in a safe and confidential environment. Through continuous supervision and keeping up with the latest research, she ensures that she will provide her best service to clients while adhering to ethical standards of therapy. Welcome, Miss Faithful. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining
Thank
us.
you.
Christina, over to you.
Thank you, Isabel. Hi, Miss Faith. How are you?
Good. I'm fine. Excited to
Thank
be
you for
here.
thank you for joining us, Miss Faith. We are also
Yeah.
very excited to hear from you. Okay, without further ado, can you introduce yourself to the audience on what you do as a counselor?
Okay. I see a wide range of clients, local aspect, and from individual adult to young adults to grown adults. I mean, much older, elder people, and then couples. A lot of relationship works. Okay, family issues, and also maybe sister and brother issues, partner issues, and things like that. Anything to do with relationship issues and also all individual personal issues. So this is some of the clients that I see. Yeah.
I see. That's interesting. So a wide range of clients.
Mhm.
As long we are breathing, everybody is your client, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the most common relationship challenges that you notice among Malaysians nowadays?
Okay. In my sessions, that's why I noticed this is actually, if we refer back to my, if Isabel can put on the slide, right?
Mhm.
So I wrote a book called I Love You, I Hate You, right?
Mm.
So what I found is in my session, right? Sometimes it really breaks my heart to see that couples indeed, you can see a lot of them, they actually are in love, they are still in love with one another. They are not what you call hating each other so much that they want to part. It's more on they fall out of love. Okay. What happened is a lot of time I notice in my sessions is too painful. It is the relationship. It is the pain. They are stuck. They are stuck in fighting. They are stuck with hurting one another. So when they say they want a divorce, usually because they want to end the pain. Okay. They just want to end the misery. It is too great that okay, I'm hurting you and you're hurting me, and I don't want to hurt you anymore, and I don't want you to see you suffer, and neither I want to feel that I'm hurting. So they want to end it because of pain, struggle in the relationship, not so much of they fall out of love. So that is what is very, very obviously I can see that couples usually relationship are stuck in the way that they are hurting each other so much because of a lot of time because of miscommunication, the way they express themselves. Yeah. Okay. You can show slide 2, Isabel.
Yeah. So this about these conflicts that happens, what are the signs that we need to notice or to diffuse this type of situation? Because I realize commonly it's quite common nowadays. Conflict just happen,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
misunderstanding, as you say, miscommunication always happens, especially among couples,
mm-hmm.
and now more so during this MCO time. So can you explain to us more on this?
Okay. For example, right, I written in my book on page 12, that's why I put on one of the
Mm-hmm.
slide, right? One of the biggest things that we can see people grow apart because they feel disconnected. Okay.
Okay.
The reason is not so much of infidelity or unfaithfulness. Is usually they feel like they are not connected anymore. So I will read some of this example. For example, in my book, it said this few example. A woman said, "My husband is the kindest person I have ever met, a very good man, but I can't stay in this relationship anymore. We don't seem to connect anymore." Right? That sounds very sad. Okay. A lot of the couples will come in and say, "Hey, my husband is a good man," or "My wife is a good person, but I don't know how to please her," or "I don't know what he want, I don't know what she want," but they keep saying that he's a good man, she's a good person, so it's very sad. And then one of the example here also, what I like about her is she is not clingy, very independent. That's why I
Mm,
married her. Now I feel very lonely in this relationship. She don't seems to need me at all. It's always very contradicting. I have a lot of couples that say, I love my wife because she is very independent, she's strong. But
mhm,
it also create a problem. And then now because she's so strong, she's so
mm,
independent, he don't feel needed. It's like, where can I?
mm,
So some of those things that we can see here is very painful to
mhm,
see people cannot navigate through all the good things they have, right?
mm,
Another example that say, we want to save the marriage, but we don't know what to do anymore. Nothing seems to work. We try this, we try that. It's like, and then they say, we try so many ways, but we are still fighting.
mhm,
Okay. Another person say, when we start to talk, we always end up fighting. We can never seem to able to solve our issue. Yeah. So this is all the sign when the couples are stuck, when the couples cannot navigate. Whenever they have a problem, they always end up fighting and becoming worse rather than uh, be able to talk through it. Yeah. So this is
mhm,
a lot of signs that, and then after a while they start to get very upset with one another, a little things. So start from the big issue they cannot solve, and then now they keep repeating the kind of pattern.
mhm,
And now in the daily life, even small things like you didn't put your cup back also become an issue.
mhm.
Yeah, because it's a build up anger, it's a build up resentment, it's a build up misunderstanding. It's like you are
Mm,
always against me.
mm,
So it become a big, huge, like a snowball effect.
mhm. Okay, but most of the time, Miss Faith, what is the? I mean, there are small little thing which became as their snowball, the dissatisfaction and everything.
Mm,
But through your experience, what do you think the main reason? Probably all this. Do you
okay.
think betrayal or whatsoever?
Most of it is because of
Mm,
the way we express our needs.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
it doesn't come out a very typical Asian way of talking. Can give you a
mhm,
very easy scenario that I always use for my couple. Okay,
mm,
we saw this all in the movie. You will see a lady complaining about a husband. Hey, why don't you? You are not coming home. You have not spending time with me. You didn't eat dinner with me. Has one whole week. You always come back
mm,
late and blah 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 and blah 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 and all, yeah, 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 yeah. Um, and the man will hear that, oh, okay, I come back, your face are black, you are just angry with me. So the more they want to come back later. So until sometimes they want to wait until the wife sleep already, then they come back because they don't want to get involved in a fight or they don't want to get argued, right?
Mm,
So, but actually, when the wife are complaining about all these things, what actually she want to say?
mm.
Yeah, take a wild guess. What do you think that she want to say actually, or to express?
Probably the wife. Okay. Maybe the wife also needs some attention. The
Exactly,
the
you got it.
wife. Yeah. The husband is
That's
always at
right.
work. Yeah.
Yes. So
Uh,
she want attention. She miss him.
yes.
She want him to spend time. But we don't talk like that.
Yeah.
But if
Exactly. Yes.
only you see the whole scenario will change if the wife say, it has been a week that I have not even spent time with you.
Mm,
I miss having dinner together. I miss spending time and talking to you. Don't you think that the man will want to squeeze time, want to come home because somebody is longing for me, somebody wanting to meet? I think the man will make time. It's like it's a nice feeling,
mm-hmm. True.
right? But we
Yes.
don't speak like
Agree.
that. But we
Uh,
don't speak like that. Why? So see the needs. I want to spend with you. I want your attention.
mm,
Doesn't get met. Well, you all you do is complain. So the man is only hearing,
mm-hmm.
wow,
Mm,
she's complaining about me. She's complaining
mm,
about. She didn't hear that she's longing for me,
mm.
right?
Yes.
And the more she complained, the more she tried to avoid conflict, the more he will come back late, right? And the more he come back late, the more she will feel missing him, right? Wanting more. So it will get
Mm,
louder and louder, and then he will get further and further away,
mm,
right?
mm,
Until one point, this is very sad. Until one point, maybe the man will suddenly retaliate and say, what do you think? Why did I come back so late? I work for you, so that you have a good house, so that you have, you get all this luxury thing, where do you think you get this bag from? And then it's like, uh, uh, why am I working so hard? And you still complain. So,
mm-hmm.
so that is a big, huge misunderstanding.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we do not know how to express. So just like the kids do not know how to express what they want, they throw tantrum.
Mm,
Yeah, and then the parents have to, discipline them or have to pull them away, and they get louder and become worse. It doesn't manage. It's not managing the whole thing.
mm-hmm.
So this is a very Asian way of we are teach not to express our needs since young.
Yeah, that's very true, I guess. Just give me a minute. Let's look at our viewers. Viewers, if you all are watching us, this is a very good session. Please do ask as many questions as you all want to Miss Faith. She's able to and she's love to assist you guys. Don't worry of anything. Just express yourself as she just said. We have to learn to express ourselves. It's for our own good benefit. Okay, Miss Faith, as you were telling just now, yeah, the ladies don't know how to express, which I probably agreed to that statement
I
as
mean, I'm just using a lady example, but it's the
exactly,
same
yeah,
to the men. Yeah, even
exactly,
men
yeah.
also don't know how to express. Yeah.
Yeah, they are very how should I say, men are also sometimes like very
Mm.
plain. It's like we ladies, we don't know, are they okay or they are not okay, so what's happening, that kind of thoughts also
Yes,
running
yes,
into
yes.
us. And also because being in this industry or in this line, I've also realized um, that some ladies which I come across, I don't know whether this plays a part. They are mentally, they think like, oh, I'm married for this much year, I'm already, my age is already this almost like mid and above already, mid years and above, and then I got my children's all are growing up. What is that to express? um, uh, why should I do all this? It's nothing. So we are married, he should know that we have to love each other, that kind of things that ladies has as well. What are your thoughts on this?
So it's like an expectation, and assuming,
Yeah, I mean, like
right?
even ladies also, like they will say, I come across like some people, oh, I'm already 40 above, I'm already like this, I'm already married, I got children. Why do you think I should take care of myself? Why should I have the me time? I feel that sometimes the ladies also not giving their me time for themselves.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, do you think this can also lead to relationship issues?
When we don't love ourselves, we
Mm,
can't love anyone else. Yeah, when you don't take care of yourself, you don't respect yourself. Yeah,
mm,
so how can you expect that you are loving your family, you're loving your husband or your children, right? Vice versa.
mm,
Okay, we don't want to
yes.
pinpoint this to the
Mm,
woman. It's the same,
mm,
right?
yes.
So like men don't rest; they just work and work and work. They don't love themselves, all right, and
Mm,
enjoy, take care of
mm,
their well-being. So
mm,
how can I say that I'm loving my wife and my kids? So when
exactly.
when when a person don't respect themselves or love themselves, it's hard.
Mm,
So because we learn so much in the internet or books, the
mm,
first person that you have to love is yourself, because you cannot be a hypocrite. You cannot say, "Oh, I sacrifice for my family." Then
mm,
on the other hand, you did not do anything for yourself. Then you are a hypocrite. Then
mm,
how do I believe that you are genuinely loving me, because I don't see that you love yourself, right?
mm, mm,
For example, so a lot of couples, a lot of people in session ask me the same thing. They say, Faith, isn't it selfish? Isn't it I'm supposed to respect my parents? Isn't it I'm supposed to do that for my husband? Isn't it it's supposed to be a wife job?
mm,
They all ask me the same question. Isn't it being selfish? Is I don't place them first? So I
mm,
say, have you taken an airplane before? So what did the air hostess say before the plane fly off? They will say, is the if the air mask drop down,
mm.
put on yourself first or put on your child first?
Yes,
What? Which
exactly.
one? What?
Put on ourselves first.
Why? Isn't it selfish? Right? Why? Why ourselves first?
Yeah.
Right.
Because we have to make sure that we are properly well secured and safe so that we could help our child who
Yes.
are depending on us.
Exactly. If not,
Yes.
halfway you're helping the child, you fainted, right? So both die, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Uh,
the same. So then I tell my client, I say, are you now you're taking care, you're doing everything for them,
mm,
but
mhm,
you're sitting here, it means that you're not happy. So,
mm,
for example, Christina, okay, if there's no happy Christina, there is no happy wife. If there's no happy Christina, there's no happy daughter.
exactly.
There's no happy Christina, there's no happy mother. So
Yeah,
when Christina is happy, that is a happy wife. There is a happy mother.
I agree.
It's not the other way. It's not that now I try to make my husband happy, whatever, being the best wife, then only I'm happy. It doesn't work that way.
Agree.
Yes.
Yes.
So the more we take care, the more, let's say we go for a massage and then we come back, we will kick the cat because we are relaxed, or we won't
Yes.
scream at our children. So we need that kind of time, right, to hang out with friends, and then we come back, we say hi, hello, because we are already so happy,
Mm,
right? Or else
agree.
you come back from work, you're already very stressed. The minute you see your kids running around, you scream at them. It's like, I told you to stop running, and blah 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 blah. But if you're very happy, you come out from outside, you already have the massage or whatever. It's like, hey honey, don't run. It's
Yeah.
very different.
Agree with you
Yeah.
on that. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and of course now we use a lot about women, but it's the same. I mean, as long as you are a human being, it applies. It's not just the woman; it's the man too, right? If the man come back, he's not stressed up. He will
Mm.
be a happy father. He will be a happy husband too.
Yes, that's very true, Faith. So I guess our viewers, either men or ladies who are watching this, um, just encourage your partner to love themselves, because sometimes, as earlier Faith shared, they can't express themselves. So we can take our first step to tell them, hey, you need a massage, you need some relaxation. Why don't rather than we always like have a doubt on them, where are they going, what are they doing, that kind of stuff. I guess, which is very pretty, very,
Yeah.
very true in this sense, Faith. Faith, generally, just now you also mentioned that your center also does for children. And
Yeah,
also,
that's
lately
right.
I came across a flyer which I also posted in my FB,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
saying that even if children needs to express their feelings, this special line whereby children can call and talk. Do you think children's really going through this type of issues as well?
Oh yeah, so there's a lot. I mean, we encourage all this child therapy therapies, and then all this uh, a lot of therapy session. I mean, center also just provide counseling for child. Yeah, even
Mhm.
my center itself, right? We have three therapists that specialize in children work. It's a different kind of work, and children need that because children do not know how to express themselves. They do not know how they feel.
Mhm.
So the therapists will help them, right, to play. That's how they express in arts, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
and also to understand the inner world, the struggle. Yeah.
But at that young age, what stress or what level of challenges that the children will go through, Faith? I mean,
A lot. For
what
example,
will affect them? Mm.
just by not knowing how we feel. For example, when we are young, especially Asian
Mm.
culture, for the longest time of my life, I don't know how I feel. I only have this like, "Ah!" But what is going on? What am I feeling? Why am I so angry? Okay,
Mm.
well, what am I angry about? Why I have to scream?
Mm.
Because I've not learned the word. Because nobody teach me how to process my feeling,
Mm.
right? So as I become a therapist, now I have word. Now I know what is this about and this about. Now I can
Mhm.
describe, right?
Mhm.
I'm hurting. Okay. That hurts me. Your statement, or I'm angry because this that. Right. Before that, I only have this whatever. Before I become a counselor, when my friend asked me what happens to you, I said I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Because
Mm.
I've not developed the vocabulary how to express myself because my parents also don't talk to me like that.
Yes.
And this is not in our culture, not in our school, not everywhere. Right?
Mm.
This is not especially for Asian.
Mm.
We don't have words to describe what we are struggle about,
Very
what
true.
we are feeling. Yeah, we only know that express in frustration and anger. But what caused us to be frustrated?
Mm.
What are we frustrated about? What is
Mm.
missing? Yeah, what's the cause of it?
Mm. So both husband and wife also plays a major role. Even they feel like, oh, I'm arguing with each other, I'm arguing with my partner. So how can it affect my child? Probably they are in that terms without realizing it really affects the child.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yeah.
it's like it's like anyone who saw their parents fighting. What do you think the first thing they feel?
Exactly, very disappointed. Why are they fighting every day?
Yeah,
That,
but
yeah.
okay,
The,
that's but straight away. Okay, let's say you are only few years old, and then
mm,
you see them screaming and fighting each other. What is the first emotion that comes to you?
it's they just look at us, and the emotion that we come, it's like the fear.
Fear. That's right.
Yes, they're shouting fear, and eventually it's built into the child, and they think is, oh, once I married, this is how it has to be.
Yeah.
That it can
Not
also develop to that. Yeah.
they don't think so far, but it becomes a little bit in that subconscious mind, right?
Yeah.
The
Mm,
thing is, the worst thing is when you see your parents fight like that,
mm,
because the child is not go to school, the child don't know how to understand or process or
mm,
logic. Okay,
mm, mm,
research has shown. Okay, they are into the fear mode, panic mode. But
mm.
the one thing that go into our mind is because of me.
Yeah, agree.
Yes, I'm the cause of it. Like
Yes.
it or not, involve them or not, they are always, the child will always say, sees like that.
Yes.
So, so they grew up, became want to become a pleaser. They want to make things okay, or they become the opposite.
Mm.
Very, very
It's a
angry.
very sad thing. Yeah. Okay.
And then that's when they grow up and they go into the relationship. They
Mm.
carry the same, and they become that kind of partner.
Mm.
Either they are the very angry person or they are
Mm.
the pleaser,
Mm. Mm.
to want to avoid conflict, to
Mm.
avoid anything. So
Mm.
that's how, couple end up, one become the pleaser, one become the angry one, and then they, after that, it just go on the problem. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. It's very insightful thing, mind blowing. I would say some people without we sometimes like parents or couples, we don't realize what are the impact that we are bringing to our children. So totally agree to that. Viewers, please put in some questions. If you have any questions for Faith, she'll be able to assist all of us as well. Okay, Faith. Moving on, when a person or a couple, okay, when they have this kind of relationship issue, do you think is it the best advice to go to their own friends and express what they are going through?
It depends. Okay,
Uh-huh.
whether their friend can stay neutral,
Mm,
non-judgmental,
mm,
or don't take side, right? Uh, a lot of time, our friend tend to take on our side,
mm,
right? Yeah. So yes, yeah, he's terrible lah. He did that to you lah. That it doesn't help at all.
yes.
Yeah, and
Mm,
and 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 there are also things that, then they
mm,
start to say bad thing about your partner because they want to agree with you.
agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm,
So it is hard later on. Let's say you guys patch up things. So how is this friends going to see your
mm,
husband anymore or your wife anymore?
mm,
Then you're going to look at it very, very differently. So it all depends whether your friends are mature enough, whether you know that your friend are going to don't judge your other partner,
mm-hmm,
not taking side, and can be very neutral.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, so it depends. Like, it really depends. There are people who can give us very good support.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but there are people who actually, uh, because they are on your side, they care about you. They say, yeah, he's lousy, you better just leave him, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that doesn't really help.
Mm. So it's always best to seek an advice from an independent advisor who doesn't know both husband and wife,
Mhm.
or the any that they are related, and to give a proper advice. Yes, agree with that. So when how can we better manage a conflict with on our emotion when this relationship things happen, and also how can we improve this conflict?
Okay. Basically, I think for me, I usually will always tell the couple it is not you changing your partner, nor you wait for your partner to change. It's about you.
Mm,
You have to change. You have to take responsibility, all two of them,
yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
and 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 us, those who are listening, of course, we are the one that take responsibility. I give you a very good example metaphor that I always use.
Mm,
For example, let's say today I'm feeling very sad. Okay,
mm,
so my colleagues saw me being sad. So my colleagues are very caring. So make me a cup of coffee, right?
mm,
Now look at it. Is that my colleague make me feel, or I choose to feel how I feel? So she make me a cup of coffee, and then I say, "Oh, thank you. That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you for so caring. But I don't take coffee. Coffee, I cannot pick the smell. It makes me feel like I want to vomit. But it's the thought that count. I really appreciate that.
mm,
Or I could choose to say, oh my God, I worked with you for so long. You don't even know that I don't drink coffee. You know, that smell, ew, I want to puke. So is she the one that makes me feel grateful, or is she the one that makes me feel angry, or I choose to?
I choose to.
Yes. So
Yes.
nobody can make me mad if I
Mm.
don't choose to be mad, right?
Exactly.
So
Yes.
there are ways for me to express myself. I don't have to shout, or I don't have to nag, or I don't have to just do it this way. If this way doesn't work, my husband don't get it, or my wife don't get it, then I have to learn another way to express it so that the person get it,
Yes.
right? It is how I control myself. I can only take charge of my life. I can only control what is in my hand. I cannot control the other person. I can only control me. Like
Yes.
tsunami is going to come, right? Nobody can control the tsunami. It's a natural disaster.
Mm.
But I can manage
Mm.
to minimize the disaster by faster putting up the furniture a few feet higher, or I mean flood lah, don't talk about tsunami we got in case. I can pack all my documents so that when flood come, I minimize the damage. I cannot stop the flood coming because it's not in my control, but I can control how I protect the thing, then I can minimize the damage. Do not
Yes.
control things that's beyond your control. It's like, why can't you do like that? You have to do like that.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Okay? Because
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
cannot change him, but I can change myself. Okay. For example,
Mm.
why you always leave your cup there? Right? So we get frustrated because we have to clean the cup. In the first place, why do you have to clean the cups? You also can leave it there until he clean. Just that we cannot tahan because some of us have OCD or we are very clean. We are the one that cannot tahan. We cannot tahan for 15 minutes.
Yes.
So we go and clean. And when we clean already, and then we go and complain. So we resent doing it. Yeah. So
Yes.
in the first place, okay, there are two ways. One, if you do it because you want to do it, not because the person never asked you to take the cup away. The
Mm.
other one, okay, you just have to let the person, okay, yeah, I don't know when you're going to take the cup away, but I tell you, can you just wash your cup? So he will take few hours to whatever. Just
Mm.
let him.
Mm.
Yeah. Because that him, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. But
Agree.
if you choose to get upset, it's your problem because you cannot leave it for more than 1 hour. Because we can.
Very
Not
true.
if you
Yeah.
want, you cannot. You really cannot. It's like I wash it lah. Then if I wash it, then I made the choice. Then I cannot blame him because I choose to wash it.
Exactly. Yes. It sounds very familiar to me. Okay. Yes, yes, it's always the choice. I mean, as you say just now, my friend make coffee, so how do I want to react towards her? Am I going to be grateful, or
Yeah.
am I just going to throw my words,
Yes.
similar
So it's my
towards?
choice.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's not. It's
exactly.
not. It's not my friend that insensitive that don't know I don't drink coffee.
uh,
Right. So it is up to me how I want to respond. I can respond by being
yes.
thankful.
Yeah.
It is the
uh,
thought that count. Even I don't drink the coffee, but I'm grateful, right? But I can
yes.
also choose to scold my friend. Why are you so, you know, I know
uh,
you for so long, right? So,
yeah,
so it is not the other party that makes me how I feel. It is how I choose to respond.
exactly, it's very true.
Yeah. So
uh,
when we start to take responsibility, when
mm-hmm,
we start to change,
mm-hmm,
right? Things will start to change because the
mm,
way we react, the way we not react, the way we
yes,
respond will be very different. When we respond different, the other person will also respond differently.
exactly,
My,
that's
my,
very
my, my friend will not get upset with me if I choose to be grateful.
yep.
Of course, she will fight with me and when I scold her for making coffee for me, isn't it? Right?
Yes, yes.
So that's how a fight will start.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's a very typical scenario or cases which happens in a family. As you say, if the cup is a very good example, I would say. Why didn't you wash the cup? Why are you leaving it here? Similarly, even with children's also, as like we mummies, we will be like very upset. Why don't you do the small little things immediately? Rather than
Sometimes,
be,
yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it's really they cannot do it immediately. It's really like that. I talk for my own example. My mom always nagged me when I was young. Why don't you clean your room?
Mm,
Actually, in my mind, I already planned to clean my room. I already wanted to do it. But I
uh-huh.
want to do it because I want to do it, not because she asked me. Actually, I already planned, let's say 3 o'clock, I'm going to clean my room. But before I even started, she already nagged, why don't you clean? Oh, that's it. I'm not going to clean my room. Because the minute I gave in, I feel she's controlling me and I lost. So I didn't
Okay.
want to do it. And end up she will do it. And then, yeah, lah, so wait until she do it. Lah. This is very human nature.
I
But
understand.
sometimes we
Mm,
just have to give our partner or our children the time because that's called keep building boundaries. If we say, I need you to clean your own thing, we just leave it until
mm,
they clean it,
mm-hmm,
right? Then they will learn. But
mm-hmm.
usually we cannot tahan before they even do it. We already and then we blah, 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 I have to clean it up for you. In the first place, who asked you to,
Yeah, yeah, true.
right? Yeah.
True.
So it's very typical Asian culture.
Because
Yeah.
probably the way we were brought up, Faith,
Yes. Yes.
we were like, oh, when I tell you something, you have to do it immediately. So what we do as parents, we also
Yes.
carry forward the same thing towards our children as well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If
But
they
that's very
delay it,
important.
it's like, I cannot tahan. Why are you so slow? That kind of feelings will
See,
come.
see,
Mm,
this is not a fair because
mm,
a lot of time people are really doing things, and then
mm,
just because it's convenient for you to drop your thing doesn't mean it's convenient for them to drop their thing. They are also involving in something. Maybe they are playing a game halfway.
yes, yes,
It doesn't mean that what is important to you is not important to them,
yes.
right? And also could
Mm,
be I'm doing something, I'm thinking, and then here you go, hey, why you not pick up your cups, right? But I'm
mm,
engaging in something, right? And it's convenient for you now to do it, but doesn't mean it's convenient for me now. But if
mm,
you put the rules, it's different. People
mm-hmm.
follow the rules, but follow it
Yeah.
according to the time that they are. I know I need to clean my room,
Mm,
okay, this week. So
mm-hmm.
either it's Wednesday, Tuesday, or whatever, as long as you clean your room. If you don't
Yes.
clean your room by 1 week, then the rule come in. Then okay, you are what you call, maybe you cannot play your computer. That is
Uh,
different. That is called
okay.
setting boundary, setting rules.
Mm,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. Yep. I can understand. Yeah. You have given a very clearer picture for, I think, for me, not only for me, for all the viewers as well. Okay. During your counseling, what actually happens there, Faith? What y'all do? What happens? What is the steps there?
Usually, the first session is more on history taking to understand the
Mm,
background history, what is going on, what's the issue, how was the interaction like. It's
mm,
like Sherlock Holmes lah. You go to the house. It's like who's what time you do this, where are you, and then you piece the puzzle together, and then you know who is the thief. So usually the first session is just for me to take background history, and then after that I can see
mm,
the root issue. It could be miscommunication, it could be misunderstanding,
mm,
it could be some what you call past history or trauma or unresolved thing. So then I will tell the couple, this is what I see. Okay, I think this is the problem, and this is what is it. Usually the couple was like, okay, yes, yes, we see and we agree with you. This is the problem, and then
mm,
they will continue the session working on how to learn a new way to communicate. And like for example, the example that we gave the woman that nagging the husband doesn't come home, right?
Mm.
So she will learn to express, and the
Mm.
husband will also learn to express her frustration. And then now they can talk very openly about how they feel, and then they now they get the needs met. Yeah, they
Mm.
learn a new way of communications, a new way of approaching one another. Yeah, and then
Will
that
you do the counseling together, couples together, or separately?
it depends. Usually, the first session, yes, I see them together because I really have to understand both of them, and I also want to see the dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
That itself can already show me, what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
This person never let this person talk and that kind of thing. It gives me a very big picture of what is going on. And then
Mm-hmm.
it depends on the situation. I do see them together a lot of times, but some special case I will see them separately. Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have or come across about? I mean, it's out of this one. I just want to know a little bit about this, about betrayals
Mm,
among
yeah.
couples. Is it a lot nowadays?
Yes. A lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of betrayal issue. But nobody go into the marriage planning that, isn't it? Okay,
Yes, very true.
It happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it always happens for a reason. It always takes two to tango.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing back to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
One person, for example, same case scenario. Okay, the woman that actually just needing the husband attention but did not know how to express, but just
Mm-hmm.
scolding and scolding. Why did you come back early? Why don't you come home for dinner? So that.
Mm-hmm.
After a while,
Mm-hmm.
right, when somebody can give, let's say the vice versa, okay, the man is the one that complain the wife, every day we don't want always use the woman. Let's say the
Mm-hmm.
man is the one that work and work and work and work and work and work and work, right? Hardly spend any time. So here goes another man who show a lot of attention, who care.
Mm-hmm.
Voila, here it
Yeah lah.
goes. But is that the wife intention to do so, to cheat? No, not at
Mm-hmm.
all, right? Because nobody get into the marriage,
Mm-hmm.
right? Planning that one part of my marriage that I'm going to cheat.
Yes.
No
Mm.
one.
One will do that. Yes.
Yes, no one. And it happened. It really happened, and it's very sad when that happened. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that is called. It's like in all of us, right? We do make mistake or in life, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we do fall down and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
cut ourselves, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when you have a affair and things like that, it is like you go out, you have a car accident,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like almost in ICU kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the status of a relationship. When a relationship had an affair, it's like the whole relationship are banged by a car, going into a car accident.
Mm.
It's very, very, very bad.
Yeah. Agree. It. I
But
mean. Mm,
it's neither. It's not just one person fault lah.
mm, mm-hmm. Yep. You will know better because you will talk to both of them as well.
Yes, yes,
Or
yes, yes.
yes, when it comes to these issues, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's always, yeah, some things happen. As you say, it's not one person's fault. It both plays the part in
Mm-hmm,
the family. Yep, agree with you on that. Okay, even now I could see not many of our viewers are asking us question. Just like Kaman Pang say, haha, sounds familiar. I think she more relates it to the children's, I guess, because we parents are always like that. We like to neck and neck. And Zoe see a very good real example. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Zoe. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to share all this with you all as well. Okay, looking at this now itself, the real case scenario, people are very scared to put an input or ask question because this is something like taboo,
Mhm.
what will people say? I'm happy, I'm laughing outside, smiling. We
Mm.
all are very happy couple. But whatever inside us is inside us, and it builds and builds and builds. So,
Yes,
what are your question, or what are your advice for these couples who are afraid to go for counseling?
because again, it's very our culture that's especially
Mm,
Chinese, right? You don't
mm,
never air your dirty laundry. Never talk about your family issue to outsider,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's a kind of shame thing, and it's totally not true, right? Uh, all of us go to doctor when we are not well.
Mm,
So what's wrong when a relationship is not well?
yep.
Okay, and then you see how much we spend into industry, business, whatever, right? We have self development for our staff. We every
Mm,
year learn new things, learn new skills to make sure our
mm,
business make profit, to make sure we stay in the market, to make sure. So much R&D into all this, correct? So
yes.
what makes you think you get married, you sign your paper, your marriage is going to be successful without any thing? You're not learning, you're not improving, you're not
Yeah,
reading. What makes you think just signing a piece of paper will guarantee you success? It doesn't happen.
exactly.
It
Yes.
doesn't happen. We spend millions of dollars
Mm,
in building our staff, our company, but we spend zero resource, zero money to do that. So when couple,
exactly.
so actually the best things to do for anyone before they get married is premarital counseling.
Mm,
Yes,
agree. Mm,
and if you have missed that, now is the best time for you to see a counselor if you have a little bit of arguments. You already cannot solve after two or three arguments, always the same kind of argument. Okay? It's like you're going for a course. You're going to learn, you improve your skill, and then you want to make sure your marriage successful. So you should actually, people should actually see it as it is just like that.
mm,
Yeah, invest in your marriage, okay, and to make sure every year invest in your marriage every year if you can, go to this marriage boot camp lah, marriage seminar lah. If not, then you just come for counseling. Doesn't mean you have to wait until you are almost
mm,
divorced then you come and see me. It's like, okay, this is the last resort. Never,
mm,
never, never come for a counseling
mm,
when you think it's your last resort. I always tell my client, why do you come now? This is like stage 4 cancer. I can't,
mm,
but if you come at stage 1, fine, you just get cured and then it's fine. It's so much easier for you and for me. I have to do
mhm,
less work. But now it's
mm,
like, oh my God, this is like almost gonna die. It takes miracles to
mm,
revive it because too much, too much pain, too much resentment, and it's hard. Sometimes there are cases, like I say, they are really not falling out of love. It's just too much pain. They can't get over it. It's too
mm,
painful that they have
mm,
to admit. So, a very good example. Let's say I have a hand that is injured for long and I'm
mm,
suffering. It's pain, very painful, very painful. So finally, I find a specialist, okay, and say that I can cure this hand, but you need to give me 3 months. These 3 months, you will still feel the pain, but I need 3 months and then you get cured. A person might say, no, it's too painful. Even one day of pain, just the idea of one day of pain, I can't bear. Just amputate and cut it off. Do I not want my hand? I want my hand, but I cannot bear the pain. I have to end the pain. So I choose to lose my hand, not because I don't want it. I just want to end. It's the unbearable pain that I don't want. So usually, uh, majority I see couples who choose to divorce is basically they want to end the pain that are too great. It's not they want
mm,
to end the relationship. It's not that I want to cut off my hand.
mm.
But now
Agree.
I rather you cut it off, I can take a breath.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very painful.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Even
never,
when,
never never think that it's a shameful thing to see a counselor. To see a
Mm,
counselor for things like that is really just seeing a GP for your
mm,
fever, for cough and flu. It's the same.
mm,
Mental wellness and
mm,
seeing a
mm,
physician, it's the
mm,
same thing,
mm.
right?
Okay. Very true, Faith. I totally agree with you. Even I've seen those days lah. Even the husbands are very abusive. Or sometimes the kind of like, I am a man, you just have to listen to me, that kind of. I'm not telling that men's all are like that. Mostly men's are very good as well, but at the same time there are people like a bit dominant as well. I am the man, you have to listen. And there are times that wives, they just have to let go, just because they have signed the paper, just
Mm-hmm.
because they got children, and they live with that unbearable pain up to the extent they really cannot take it.
Mm.
I have seen couples at their older age, after 60 years,
Yeah,
also got divorced
yeah,
after
because
30,
it's
40
like,
years of
yeah,
marriage. Yeah.
mm,
Uh, or even younger as well. Younger, probably they didn't try. I wouldn't know as well. That's their own situation. They're in their own shoes. So these are the sad things that we witness. Even in this line, in this industry, for the last 12 years, I think I've witnessed a lot of things
yeah.
with my own eyes. Yes, it's very sad. Sometimes, like people who are very dear to us, that we have never expected, and things happen. So,
Mhm.
it's very sad.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So like even now also this session, I can totally understand if they are not putting up any question or asking any question because of the taboo that I have. If I put, people will know my name. Then people will suspect, am I having this type of issues in my relationship, in my family, with my siblings, with my
Yeah,
parents? I don't
yeah.
want. I'm very shy. So in this case, Faith, people will be like, we have to understand their situation and understand their feelings. How do you think they can be in touch with you for more, if they got anything to
If
ask?
they, a lot of things, actually, a lot of things now,
Mm,
just, it's like I say, you have to invest in yourself to
mhm,
learn, right?
mm, mm,
So you can Google marriage
mm,
tips and things like
mm,
that. Of course, you have to find the resource that is, you don't just
mm,
go to those, like, blog,
mm, mm,
just complain about their husband or whatever. You have to go to the trustable site,
mhm,
good site, yeah,
mm,
research by all this kind of
mm.
doctor or guru in marriage. They'll
Mm.
give you very, very good tips. They will give you a lot
Okay.
of good advice.
Mm,
So some relationship, in the early stage,
mm,
this kind of tips, this kind of way, you learn how to reframe yourself,
mm,
reframe the word, how you express yourself differently.
mm,
It will solve your problem quite easily, right?
mm,
Like, for example, the woman who complained the husband come back late, if she can say, right, here, if you can, I want to spend some time, can you make time to come home? I miss
mm,
spending time with you. If she
mm,
can speak like that, then
mm,
it's fine. And all
mm,
this can be learned. And there is so much now free information. And the thing is, we are really busy in life that we don't learn,
mm,
right? We put a
mhm,
lot of effort
mm,
into learning, in our building our business, building our skill in
mm,
our work, right? But zero time or zero investment in learning how to build your relationship.
mm.
So how can that be?
Yep.
You cannot, your marriage certificate
Mm,
doesn't guarantee you a successful marriage. It is how you work, how much you invest in it, how you work through it.
agree.
Yeah. So
Mm,
it's all about work and result. So
yep.
read. There's a lot of good books outside there.
Mm,
Read. right? Why do I write a book? Because I want to help my clients, and then it's easy understanding all the tips. So there are a lot of good books in relationship, in learning how to communicate by Dr. Sue Johnson, by a lot of good therapies outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Faith. I think
You're most
your website address is also given there. For those who still want to get some advice from Faith, please do contact her directly at the website. We can totally understand that if you're unable to ask any
Yeah.
questions here, yeah, we can understand that.
Or
Yes.
or message me on my Facebook. Yeah.
Uh-huh. You got your Facebook address,
Yeah.
Faith? Yeah.
Faithful, faithful. I think I can't remember. Faithful counseling. You can
Uh-huh.
search for me. You can search for me. Faithful
Uh,
counselor. Yeah, faithful
Faithful
counselor.
counselor. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Or
Okay.
I can later just drop my link here and
Uh-huh.
in your live chat. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Thank you so much, Faith. It was a very mind-blowing session, I would
Thank
say.
you for
Uh,
inviting me.
Thank you so much. I personally have benefited as well when it comes to managing children. I would say that. Okay. Thank you so
You're
much, Faith.
welcome.
Over to you, Isabel.
Thank you, Miss Faith and
Most welcome.
Christina. Thank you so much for your sharing. I learned a lot of things from you, Miss Faith. So, and
Yeah.
also to the audience that's watching this video right now, Miss Faith has two books. One is called I Love You, I Hate You. The other one is called The Three S.
The three self. The three
The,
self. The
ah,
three
the
self. SELF
I
actually.
see, I see. The
Yes.
three selves. So
Uh,
log on to www.faithfulcounseling.com and you'll find the details there, and the books is also there. So we are so grateful for you, to you for sharing your expertise. Thank you, audiences, for staying with us. If any one of you have any question, please do not hesitate to leave a comment down below. And do
yes.
remember to like and share. Until next
Yes.
time, my name is Isabel, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you,
Thank you so
everybody.
much, everyone. Thank you. Bye.